we're out on the road.
We are on the road. It's the Disney Dream Girls meets Diz Down Under, Up Under, or Up and Over. I don't know what we would be best describing it
On a magic carpet ride.
Well, it has been an utterly amazing carpet ride at that. So, as you know, I'm Michelle, and I have with me the lovely Kat and Lewis. Hi,
Hello.
guys.
Hello.
As you can hear from the background music, we are in the pub, and I'm going to spend a few moments just going over what we've done over the last few days, and then talk ahead to Kat and Lewis's next adventure. So it all began on Wednesday.
It did. I was going to say we flew over, but we didn't. We kind of flew over on the train, all the way from Liverpool,
where you'd been hanging out.
Mm-hmm. We've been seeing Mr. Lucas himself, not George, Craig.
George Lucas? Oh, George Lucas.
Jane's going to kill you when she hears
well,
this.
In my head, I was not thinking George Lucas. I was thinking Matt Lucas, the comedian. And I was saying, she's going to say Matt. She's going to say Matt. And she said, she went Star Wars. Okay, I do know who George Lucas is. Yes, you'd had fun with him and fun with Nick in London. And we met up in Leeds. And it was like, I don't know, we'd not seen each other for 8 years.
Nuts, isn't it?
Since you crashed on my cruise.
We did.
And you crashed in my country.
Yep.
And we had time in Leeds.
We did, and we got to see the original Marks and Spencer. We got to see, I had my first cocktail at Harvey Nick's. What did you have at Harvey Nick's?
Wine, I remember rightly. Rosé.
He's forgotten already.
What?
No, it was just like that you were like, I think.
Well, it's just like, I've drunk so much on this trip, so I don't remember.
That's pretty funny. What else did we do? We had lunch at the Ivy. Got to look through the whiskey exchange. No,
the
it's not
whiskey shop.
And that was pretty extraordinary. Like, they've got so many different whiskies, but they've got so many convenient ways of taking whiskey home. They had little flasks, little plastic flasks.
Like yogurt pouches.
Yeah. So
but for
cool.
alkies.
I feel like I'm missing something that we looked at. The exchange.
We went in the Corn Exchange. We went in Kirkgate Market. We just had a mooch around and saw some amazing buildings, had lunch, and then what did we do after that? Did we go straight to our accommodation on our magical mystery tour to the middle of nowhere where I'd booked an Airbnb?
Did we stop somewhere on the way?
Oh, yeah. You went to my house and Kat shot her first pheasant.
I did. I shot my first pheasant with a camera.
Yeah. So Kat and Lewis got to meet Walter and Lily.
Yes, because all we've done is heard Lily in the podcasts and when we've been recording with Michelle and now we actually have been able to give little scritches behind the ear and it's lovely.
And then we went to our eclectic accommodation, which was an old oat house that had been converted, and it was interesting. And we dumped our bags, went outside, and I'd bought 1 or 2 beers because my brief for the trip was Lewis wants beer and pubs.
And she delivers in the most extraordinary way. So we dumped the bags and then we headed out to... Did we head out somewhere or did we...
No, we just went and sat and had...
Oh, because we had the cheeses and things. Yes.
Yeah. So we had a Schofferhofer and you had Saltaire Brewery beer outside.
Yeah.
And then we went in for Yorkshire tapas.
Which was... You've got to post photos of that. That was just the most extraordinary spread in general. But the fact that there were only 3 of us, it was hilarious. It lasted us how long? Was it 2 nights?
Yeah, with leftovers. Yeah.
So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, 7 cheeses. We had samosas, pakora, pork pie, Yorkshire ham, Yorkshire cheeses, biscuits, and I introduced Kat and Lewis to the Yorkshire way of having Christmas cake.
Which we had no idea. Christmas cake and cheese, who knew? It's brilliant.
But Yorkshire cheese, Wensleydale.
Yes.
So we had that, and we had local honeycomb with the cheese and stuffed our face. But sadly, we didn't eat everything.
No. And so that was fine because we could package it up. We had a lovely fridge, and then we could have it the next night as well.
And then Thursday, we went out and met up with Jane and Simon, who'd kindly driven up.
Yeah, so we had an extraordinary
brunch.
breakfast with them.
Breakfast was amazing.
It was like, I had steak and eggs and chimichurri, which was just, I know it's an unusual combination for breakfast, but it was delicious, absolutely delicious. And Lewis had the forethought of getting some avocado on the side, and so I had some avocado with that as well. What do you have, Lou?
I just had like their big breakfast thing, so it was egg. What was
Oh,
the
we're
deal with
coming
that?
back to the
Egg.
eggs.
No, it was one egg. It was like egg, bacon, sausage. It was like, no. Breakfast should have 2 eggs, not 1 egg. That's an issue I have. Getting 1 egg. I was like, what's going on here? Where's my other egg?
We'll
There-
come back to the egg story in a moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was tasty, but like, yeah, it was 1 egg short.
You had beans and you had everything else, so it was a pretty well-rounded breakfast, I thought. And you had...
I had the American breakfast, which had 5 pancakes, which was ridiculous. I couldn't eat them all. And underneath each piece of pancake, there was 2 pieces of American bacon.
It was like a little treasure hunt.
And it was like every layer there was more bacon and the most amazing potatoes and my egg, which again raised comments because I only ate the yolk, I didn't eat the white. I'm going to rewind to the night before.
Man overboard.
And the lady who owned the Airbnb came to meet us with her welcome pack, and she turned to Kat and Lewis and said, "What type of eggs would you like?"
Would you like brown or blue? And I was thinking that maybe you guys graded your size of your eggs by colour, like that colours represented, like, you know how you can get like 700 grams of eggs as a dozen or 800 grams. No, it's the colour of the eggs. And you choose by the breed of the chicken. Like, blue eggs. Who knew? So we've learned a lot this trip.
Can I just clarify with blue eggs? It's not the egg that's blue, it's the shell that's blue. And we have the choice of white shells, chestnut shells, or blue shells. And there was a whole lot of Googling, and it involves bilirubin and particular breeds of chicken. But anyway, so that was the egg thing. And then with Jane and Simon, we just went to have a mooch around Salts Mill.
Which is really cool. It's a lovely spot. I mean, you have been going there and sending me photos there for years, and to actually go there was lovely.
Yeah.
It's such a lovely spot.
And then we did a pub crawl in Haworth. We started in the grumpiest pub in Haworth, and Kat wanted chips. Oh no, you can't order chips if you sat on that table. You've got to sit on that table if you want to order chips. And it was just like, really, how to make your people welcome in Yorkshire. So we went up the cobbled road to the Black Bull.
Oh, which is a lovely spot. And the staff were so much nicer, weren't they?
It was lovely, and it's got lots of links to the Brontes, and Bramwell Bronte was a well-known customer and is rumoured to be haunting the premises.
Didn't see him.
Didn't see him, but our drinks did disappear, so it could be down to him.
Oh, that's true. That's how that happened. I thought it was just while we were gas bagging.
Yeah. And a couple of friends of mine, Tom and Sean, came to meet us with their amazing duo of dash hounds.
I was like, don't forget the dogs, Michelle.
Dogs so adorable. And we only meant to stay for a drink, but before we knew it, it was 8:30, and I was thinking, I don't want to drive over the moor roads in the dark.
But it was so exciting, like, because it was getting dark, and so we got to drive across the moors, and Lewis is like, what did you say?
Stay off the moors.
Yeah.
Because it's the whole American Wales from London thing. Stay off the moors. So, yeah. We didn't experience any pubs like that though. Like, we didn't walk into any pubs and like everyone just like stops talking and like turns to look at you. And,
Oh, it's the Aussies.
Yeah.
Because it's not the movies, Lewis.
No. Very disappointed.
And the good news is we all made it across the moors without being bitten by a werewolf.
Yes.
Nobody died.
Nobody died. Nobody has been turned.
And then this morning we packed all up, and the plan was to go secretly, with unbeknownst to Lewis, to go on a brewery tour.
So Lewis had gone to the bathroom, which was not far from where we were sat, and Michelle just lets out this like woeful, "Oh no!" I'm like going, "Oh my goodness, something bad's happened." And so she shows me the email, and yeah, you can tell the story.
Well, basically, sad face. The person had been emailing about the brewery tour. Originally, he was putting it on specially for us because he didn't have any planned on this Friday. But he says, "Oh no, fine, I'll do it." And I'd emailed him earlier in the day to sort of say, "Just checking in, we'll be there for 11." And he emailed back and said, "Due to production issues, I can't offer the tour. I'm so sorry." And I was like, "Oh my God, I've got. We're in Saltaire. We're having coffee and cake. What do we do for 2 hours?"
So I was like, oh my goodness, like the whole time, because you were stressing about the weather before we got here. And I was just like, I don't care if it's just us, cheese, wine or beer, whatever, sitting on the couch, just catching up. That's what this weekend, or not weekend, but a couple of days was about.
And we did that till about 2:15 in the morning.
Tell Lewis what time we went to bed last night.
Well, we had to finish off the beer.
Yeah, we did. It was community service.
Yeah. And the cheese and the mixed mitai. We had to finish all that off.
Yeah,
and we
did
did
good.
by about 2:15ish. I think I got to
pretty
sleep
late.
about 3 a.m.
Oh no.
So I had to quickly think on my feet and thought, right, what can we do? Well, I need fuel, so let me go into Bingley, where I used to live. And I just packed up and said, let's just walk up to the 3 and 5 Rise locks.
Yeah.
And I showed you where I used to live in Bingley. And as we were walking round the corner approaching the 5 Rise locks, I was like, oh my God, I could see the people in the orange lifesavers. And I thought, there's a canal boat going up the locks. Oh my word. And we just...
You couldn't have asked for better timing, honestly. And it's something that I've never... Have you seen anything like that before?
I have not. No, that was the first time.
And we sort of spent about 45 minutes watching the canal boat go up the 5 Rise lock. What did I say it was? Was it something like 60 foot high? The highest rise locks in
I
the
had the
UK.
information on that. I took a photo.
Built in 1776
Four.
and 74, not 76. And
New York City.
30,000 people went to see the inaugural day. So it was like, wow. And the weather was beautiful.
Stunning, absolutely brilliant. And we just stood there watching the whole process, and the people doing it, the volunteers, you said, and they were absolutely lovely about it, and we got to see them right to the top. And then we thought we'll walk back down and head back into town. And who do we run into?
A work colleague again. And I'm like, oh, hello. And he just said, look, if you go down that path there, there's a hide, and we've just seen the deer. So we wandered down the path.
I was super excited because we had to call into your place, as you said in the beginning, and pick some stuff up. And there was a pheasant in the field just bopping around, just like hiding and then coming back up. So I took a photo and I sent it to my dad saying, I've shot my first pheasant. But now there was an opportunity to see a deer. And we did.
It was so amazing. We didn't think we'd get to see the baby, but we did. And
we saw the baby, and then there was a child that said, where's the baby's mum? I'm like going, well, it's a Bambi story, kid. Where do you think Bambi's... Sorry.
Bright eyes, burning like fire. Yeah.
Anyway.
So
that was lovely.
And then we decamped over to what used to be the tram shed in Saltaire, which is now Salt's Tap Room. And
they do this
beer.
amazing beer. Is it called Butter? Is it Yorkshire Butter? Buttery. And it tastes like buttered popcorn. That's the best way that I can describe it. I think it's absolutely lovely. Just perfectly buttered popcorn. It's toasty. It's amazing.
And we're just
I'm gonna
recording
get sponsorship for you from them.
here, just purely because we're literally going to debunk here shortly, and I'm going to drive them over to Manchester Airport, across Saddleworth Moor, where American Werewolf in London was the moor, I believe, but it's the highest motorway in England, so it's going to be quite interesting for Kat and Lewis to see the little cottage farm in the middle of the motorway.
I know, that's fascinated by that.
Little stories, and then you're heading to DLP. So why don't you tell everybody about your DLP adventure?
So originally we were going to go across on the Saturday, but because the plans kind of changed, because we're going to... Oh no, maybe we were always going to go down the Friday. I can't remember what the story was. Anyway, because we were going to go across with you, and then school got in the way, which is such a bugger. But
So
it is what it is.
inconvenient.
I suggested that I could write Michelle a sick note. Apparently, her management would not probably accept that, but that's okay. So Michelle's being sensible and staying put, and we are going to fly across tonight. We're going to stay in, is it Manla Valley or is it?
Chessie?
Chessie, yeah. And so we'll go and stay there, and then we'll get pretty much I think we get into Paris at 8:30, so we'll probably have time to go to the hotel, go to bed, have an early night because last night was quite a late one, and then hit the ground running tomorrow for a bit of rope drop at DLP. We'll have to drop our bags across as well because obviously 2 weeks of travelling,
Yeah.
a little bit of luggage with us. And so we're going to be staying at I want to say the yacht club, but it's not. It's
Newport.
Thank you. I'm like, I don't know why my mind went to yacht club, but it's been so long since we've been to Paris. When did we last come here, Lou?
2015.
So 11 years. It's going to be really different, and you're going to be able to see all of the changes at Adventure World.
We will. And so there's been plenty of changes since we've been there. We've not seen any of the stuff any of the Marvel stuff. Lewis is giving me the hurry along. And we're going to get, like you said, the new stuff with Adventure World, and it's not Adventure World, which is weird.
And of course, after your trip, you're going to be reviewing it in full on your podcast. So I will encourage everybody to listen in to Diz Down Under to find out more about Paris.
Yeah, absolutely. That would be appreciated if you could tune in. And of course, we'll be on the Instagrams and everything like that during our trip. I'm going to shoot some photos over to Michelle as well, and it's going to be wonderful.
I'm looking forward for a little mini video of Terry Harden's dragon because we love the dragon.
Yeah.
The dragon is amazeballs. And we're looking forward to just basically seeing the vibe of Paris at this time of year, whether it's going to be hot or cold.
And the anniversary.
This is obviously Lewis's birthday trip, so hopefully he will get his birthday button.
Yeah. What? He just winced.
Maybe. I kind of it's kind of okay for about half an hour, and then I just get sick of people saying happy birthday, so I take it off. But I'm not really a birthday person, to be honest with you. It's not my thing. It's not my bag, man. It's I just forget about the birthday kind of thing.
So we're not celebrating Lewis's birthday. We'll I'm just going to ignore it.
Okay, no presents.
Easy.
Sorted.
Anyway.
He has got a present, which is to go see Dracula on stage.
That is right. Experiences, not physical things. Experiences.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We don't need more merch unless it's a salt and pepper shaker.
We'll see what we can round up.
So then 4 days in Paris and then back to London for a couple of days.
Yes.
And then the flight home.
Brr.
But just a real quick segue before we say goodbye, because I have to hit the motorway with these guys. Mm-hmm. You're then going to be doing 1 or 2 sailings on the Disney Adventure.
Yeah, well, 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. We've got September, we've got back-to-back in December, January, and then another one booked in for March. Unless these sailings are terrible, in which case we might have to reconsider our plans. But they're all booked in. And we're excited.
Listen in to Diz Down Under for all of their news, views on Paris, and then you can ask them questions about the adventure. But guys, that's going to be it for us this week. Follow us along on @DizDreamGirls. And Kat, where can people find your podcast?
At Diz Down Under and on anywhere that you listen to your podcasts.
Make sure you do. But until next time, it's a goodbye from me.
And goodbye from us.
Bye.